here. It's dusk, almost sundown. So import duty going into US, which is now 25%. That's a heck of a problem for them because it's a $325 shoe. So if they were a big brand, what they would do is they could drop ship it from their factory to the distribution point in the US. So that would save them quite a bit. But they're not a big brand. So what's going to happen is they're gonna have to bring it into Canada and distribute it. I don't know how they're gonna do that. How they're gonna make money. So it's gonna make it very expensive. So I think that's an interesting case. They're really they're one of I think 2 shoemakers that are based in Canada. But being a small brand, you can't really drop ship because if you drop ship to a bunch of retailers as a small brand, the quantities are not gonna be very big. But if you were someone like Nike, you could drop ship no problem. You send some to just a few specialty retailers. But it'd be interesting to see what happens with Norda. Because it's a really expensive shoe. If I was going to spend $325 on a shoe, I'd spend the money on Speedland because it's a US brand. It's another high-end shoe, When I looked at the shoes at the show, I just couldn't understand why they were so expensive, to be honest. So this is my 4th hike of the day. It's going pretty well. I plan to do a few miles, and then I'm going to do a little bit of indoor bike, and then do my ski machine, and then work on some other things. I don't think I'm gonna do any weightlifting today, but it's a really nice day. I hope spring is really here now. But definitely gonna do a long run this weekend. Haven't figured out when. I gotta take my son to a birthday party, and then I think I'm gonna my rest of my family is gonna be busy, and I'm gonna try to get out for a long run hike. I want to get out for like 3 to 4 hours, so we'll see what happens. So, but let me know what you're up to, and if you got any topics you want me to talk about related to ultra running, especially if it's related to Cocodona, let me know. Because one of the tricky things about Cocodona is going to be the really high temperatures and the really low temperatures. So they have a organization where they move your drop bag to another location once you pass a certain point. But the cold sections are not all in the same place in the race. So, I think at like 50, 60 miles, you have to have cold weather gear. And then later in the race, you need cold weather gear. And then at the very end of the race, when you climb Mount Eldon, I think that's how you say it. That's at mile, I think 241. You gotta climb into Flagstaff. You gotta climb up Mount Eldon, which I think is at 9,000 feet. So it's pretty cold. So need to work all that out. That's one of the reasons I want to drive, because I'm going to take a bunch of gear, a bunch of bags, and when I've taken drop bags and stuff on an airplane, it's always such a pain. You can't really carry any. A lot of your stuff, they always give you trouble when you try to carry it on an airplane, especially if you're carrying your lithium battery packs, and if you want to carry a knife or bear spray or anything. It's difficult to carry on an airplane. But all right, Everyone have a good evening. Enjoy your workout. Bye for now.